Manga Wido.
My name is Keita Onishi. My right leg is actually prosthetic. When I was in junior high school, I had an accident on the way back home from a family vacation and lost my leg from the knee down. At first, of course, I was shocked, but now I don't feel any inconvenience. I can walk freely with my prosthetic leg. What I still can't get used to is the fact that my parents are gone. My parents died instantly when a drunk driver's truck plowed into us. My sister and I were in the back seat, and when we woke up, they were already gone. All of my relatives were kind enough to lend a helping hand to us orphans. My sister was able to go to college on an interest-free scholarship thanks to her good studies. I'm proud of her. But for some reason, she suddenly quit college the summer after her junior year. I heard later that it was because of relationship troubles. I had just started college then on an interest-free scholarship.
I'm going to work. You don't have to worry about the family finances. You don't even have to work part-time.
But I can't put that burden on you, sis.
Don't worry. Uncle introduced me to a good job. Don't worry about me, Kita. Just concentrate on your studies.
My sister started working in an office and seemed to be in good spirits. She smiled more than when she was attending college. I'll have to work hard after graduation to make things easier for my sister. I want to thank my uncles, too. In my senior year, I worked hard to find a job, and I was able to get into a well-known company in my hometown. I'm Yuya Tokuda, and I'll be your instructor starting today. Nice to meet you. I'm Keita Onishi. Nice to meet you. Are you President Tokuda's? Yes, I'm his son, but I'm still just a regular employee. You don't have to be so sensitive. I understand. The president's son is my instructor. That made me nervous. To avoid embarrassment, I tried my best to remember what I was told and reviewed my duties when I got home.
Onishi, you can already take care of that job?
Yeah, they let me do it by myself since last week.
That's great! I'm still only allowed to do simple processes.
This person is my colleague, Risa Komori. She was so pretty that I was nervous at first, but she was so friendly that I managed to get along with her. I was able to work with other coworkers without any major problems. Everyone knew I had a prosthetic leg, so they took over for me when I needed to carry heavy things or go up and down the stairs. I was really happy to work here, but it wasn't just the good things. Onishi, let's go have a drink. Sorry, my sister's cooking dinner today. Who cares about that? I'll take you to a cabaret with pretty girls. Tokuda apparently liked women quite a bit. He often invited me to cabarets and girls' bars. I once went because I couldn't refuse, but I'm not good at those places. Another coworker came forward that day and said, "I'll go!" So I was able to get out of the situation. The next week, Tokuda's womanizing took a turn for the worse. Komori is a beautiful woman. It would be fun to fool around with a woman like that. He started going for Komori. A different coworker said, "There's several employees who quit because they were played by Tokuda." And when I heard that, I have to make sure Komori doesn't get targeted. I thought I had to change the subject somehow, and the first thing that came out of my mouth was about my sister. Yes, my sister is beautiful too, but Komori is a different type of beautiful. You have an older sister? How beautiful is she? Show me a picture. That's embarrassing. Just show me! Well, okay. This is my sister. Huh? She's a dull-looking woman. What's so beautiful about her? I guess I'm just showing favoritism. I was annoyed for a moment when he made fun of my sister, but I succeeded in diverting his attention away from Komori. I was relieved, but...
Onishi, thanks for earlier. With your follow-up, I didn't cause any trouble for the customer.
No. I just noticed because I was about to make the same mistake myself.
I like that humble attitude of yours, Onishi.
What?
Want to go for a drink today? It'll be on me as a thanks.
Unexpectedly, Komori invited me to have a drink with her, and since I had no reason to refuse, we went. That was great and all, but our coworker saw us, and apparently, that coworker told Tokuda about it. I heard you and Komori are getting along well. Tanaka said so. No, it's not like that. I'm going for Komori. I won't forgive you if you get in the way. After that, Tokuda blatantly changed his attitude. It ruins the atmosphere when people with disabilities are around. Stop walking so slow. He blatantly started to say things like that. Why did this happen? Fortunately, The other coworkers and supervisors valued me, so I was able to work without being discouraged. But something decisive happened that put Tokuda in a bad mood. One day in the break room at work,
I've always liked you, Onishi. Please, go out with me.
Komori confessed her feelings for me. As if I was already in heaven? I'd love to! I replied in an instant. I was so happy that I honestly don't remember what happened after that. But as the saying goes, happiness and misfortune are like a rope. Come here. I still have some work. Just come! That's a senior order! At the end of the day, Tokuda called me into the hallway. I heard you're going out with Komori. What? How does he know? I thought it was just the two of us. Anyway, it seemed there's no point in trying to cover it up. Yes, that's right. You know I had my eye on Komori, right? Why did you take her? Take her? Komori chose me. Who do you think you are, cripple? Apologize! Hey! Get down on your knees! Please, stop! Ah! My head was held down, which made me stumble, and I fell down the stairs! I had severe pain in my arm and head. A coworker heard the commotion and called an ambulance right away, but they told me my arm was broken and I would have to wait a month for a full recovery. I can't tolerate this kind of treatment. When I returned to work with a cast on, I immediately told Tokuda that I was going to sue him for injury. Tokuda just said, and didn't take it seriously. After that, I was summoned to the president's office. I heard your story. I'm sorry about my son. I also got the medical certificate. Tanaka said he would testify because he saw it happen. I will report the damage this way. About that, well, can you forgive us with this? What? Money? There's 1 million yen in there. Settle out of court with this. You're poor, aren't you? Look how lucky you are getting 1 million yen. I understand. Okay, let's settle. Let's see. If you pay me 100 times this amount, I'll comply. What? 100 million? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You didn't come to visit me, and you didn't even want to give me the settlement money until I told you! I said earlier that I was going to report the damage, but in fact, I already did! I will never withdraw the report, so please, be prepared! I gave him the name of the police station that received the report as evidence and the receipt number. You're a cripple! Have you forgotten how much you owe me for hiring you? I knew it. The son of a frog is a frog. You both have the same way of thinking, don't you? What? Are you trying to mock us? I'm just stating the facts. You! Apologize for sticking up to me! The president's face turned red, and he held my head down and tried to make me get down on my knees. Please stop! Somebody! I screamed as hard as I could. Co-workers who were probably listening on the other side of the door jumped in. President, what are you doing?
Onishi, are you okay?
Get out of here! He's a cripple, and he's talking to me like... Oh no. The president stopped dead in his tracks. I followed his line of sight, and there he was, the general manager of a major client. President Tokuda? What is going on? Speaking of whom, it was written on the whiteboard that he was scheduled to visit. And so, the ugliness of the president and Tokuda became known both inside and outside the company. I didn't accept the settlement until the very end, and I didn't withdraw the damage report. The police investigated in earnest because the injuries were more than a month's worth, and there were witnesses for both incidents at the stairs and in the president's office. Tokuda and the president had been telling me every day to settle the case, but I ignored it all. When I told them I was leaving the company because I had no regrets, they said, "I want you to withdraw the damage report now!" I don't want my son to get a criminal record. Besides, the rumors are spreading and I'm losing contracts day by day. That's none of my business. I said I'll give you money! You think you can round people up with money, which is why you're losing your footing. You haven't grown at all since the old days. Huh? The old days? No, I'm talking to myself. Don't mind me. I'll see you at the courthouse. Thank you for everything. Goodbye. In the end, they were both fined. My sister works at a law firm, and a good lawyer defended me at a reasonable cost, which really helped. Later,
After you quit, everyone quit in droves. I think the main reason for the bankruptcy was the fact that they couldn't find jobs on top of their performance slipping.
I see. I feel like I caused trouble for others.
That's not true. It seems everyone was able to find a new job with a business partner or a competitor like me.
And I'm glad. You know, there's something I had to tell you, Komori. Komori and I were still dating, but it's been a while since we've been able to spend time with each other because of the court case and my resignation. I could have kept quiet about it, but I felt bad for her if I kept the secret, so I opened my heavy mouth. I was so happy when Tokuda pushed me down the stairs.
What? What do you mean?
I thought I could finally get revenge.
Revenge?
I told you I have an older sister, right? My sister actually dropped out of college because of Tokuda. In fact, I joined that company knowing he was there. I heard that my sister, who was good-looking and got excellent grades, became the center of attention at the university. That got Tokuda's attention, and he was insistent that she go out with him. But when she rejected him, saying that she wanted to study hard and earnestly, Tokuda felt resentful and instructed his female cronies to snub her. My sister was cornered and ultimately chose to drop out. About a year after she dropped out, she told me about it, and she showed me a picture of Tokuda's face. I immediately tracked down Tokuda's company and asked him to apologize to my sister. But the president of the company said, "I'll give you some money, so go home already."
That father and son has always been like that, huh?
He told me to stop making a fuss without any proof, and I had no choice but to leave then. After that, when I happened to find a job offer at Tokuda's company during my job hunting, I thought it was fate. I was desperate and made it to the final interview. And when I was hired, I was really happy because I could get close and take revenge. That guy, he didn't remember at all when I showed him a picture of my sister. If he saw the picture and apologized, I wouldn't have done something as stupid as getting revenge.
I see.
But when it came time to take revenge, I didn't know what to do. That's why I was so happy that he made the first move.
I know how you feel, but please don't get yourself hurt again, okay? I don't want you to get hurt.
I got a record on them, so I'm over it.
What about your sister? Does she know about the revenge?
I didn't say on purpose, but she was surprised when she heard the name of the suitor, so I'm sure she's aware of it. Komori? Are you taken aback? If you don't like me, you can reject me. When I said what I wanted to ask the most, Komori-san laughed.
There's no way I'd reject you.
She said,
I was angry too when Tokuda sexually harassed me, so I don't disagree with what you did.
I'm glad. Wait, he was sexually harassing you? I'm sorry, I didn't even notice.
No, it's okay, it wasn't a big deal. Sometimes I stepped on him with my heel.
You're strong, Komori. I'm impressed. I found a job after that, and I'm working very hard. My sister seems to have found a wonderful partner at work, and she's smiling a lot more than before. I hope I can live happily ever after. Hope I never have to meet someone like Tokuda again.